Ciel, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the boxing world is still in disbelief for many reasons. For one, because this was a fight that we were all looking forward to. And not only was not too many people expecting for either fighter to miss weight, but for it to be Keyshawn Davis and then for him to miss weight by so many pounds, it is truly astonishing.
I just think it's kind of ironic that the last time we was here was the other way around. Yeah. That's pretty fucking ironic, and he wasn't happy about it at all. You know, he was not happy about it, and you know, he got extra money and he took the fight. You know, Keyshawn came through with his deal, even though he was on the other end of it. Now, let's see if De Los Santos takes the fight. But, you know, look, I'm a fighter, I understand. You know, let's say if we give him the benefit of the doubt, he tried to make the weight. Dancing all this in the third, right? That's bullshit. You on the other side, that's bullshit. You didn't try to make the weight. Why you signed a contract for 135? And put your title on the line if you knew you wasn't gonna make the weight to begin with, if you knew you were struggling to make the weight to begin with. So that's what I would say in return is that it's bullshit. It's very unprofessional. You're supposed to make that weight. Period. Hands down. I don't give a damn. If he crawling on all fours to the scale, then I'm saying, damn, he tried to make the weight, but it was too much for him. But he wasn't crawling on the scales at all. At all. So like, look, say what you want to say. I have my opinion about it. Some fighters, quote unquote, grow out of weights, and that does happen. They grow out of the weight class, absolutely, for sure. He is a big 135 pounder, and he has been at 135 his entire career. However, he's been busy. He's been busy. It's not like he's been sitting for 2 years. He's been busy. This is his third fight this year. So he's kind of ran camp into camp into camp. So he should have been able to make that weight or even come closer to that weight. 4 pounds, that's an embarrassment, man. 1 pound, I can understand. I can understand some ounces, maybe even 2 pounds. But 3-4 pounds and up, man, no, bro. That's not professional at all, bro. And it's wrong, and it's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I guess now we're gonna see if De Los Santos gonna take the fight. You know, he has a decision to make.
Tim Bradley, he would actually continue by saying maybe Del Santos, he's going to take this fight because he hasn't fought in almost 2 years and he needs a payday. Well, apparently Santos, he didn't need a payday that bad. And just in case you guys didn't know what fight Tim Bradley was referring to when he said the last time it was the other way around, he's talking about when Keyshawn Davis fought Lemos. Lemos came in 7 pounds overweight, and Keyshawn, he still took the fight. But this time it is the other way around, and you can't blame Santos for not taking the fight. Without a doubt, this is extremely embarrassing for Keyshawn Davis. Not just because of how unprofessional it is, but the fact that Keyshawn, he let his fans down. This was a homecoming. All of his own fans bought tickets to come see him, and he let them all down. You know, Tim Bradley, he said that if Keyshawn knew when he first signed the contract, he wasn't going to make the limit of 135, he should have basically revised the contract and asked Santos to come in at a higher weight because he's not going to make weight. Now, first of all, there's no guarantee that Santos would have been willing to fight at a higher weight. And second of all, I don't believe this is a case where Keyshawn, he never planned to make the weight from the time the contract was signed. Because even Keyshawn's own trainer leading up to this fight, he said that Keyshawn Davis, he was in better shape going into this training camp than he had been in previous camps.
What do you think about Keyshawn's preparation so far?
Oh man, beautiful. This is beautiful. Every camp we have, the more and more camps we have, the more and more I'm learning about him, which is great. He's still learning at the same time too. That's how you become a better fighter. We had to get a little bit of shape during the camp, but this time he came into camp. But like I said before, the more camps get better and better, he came in shape. His weight is great. Working on certain things that he needs to do in the ring, which is perfect. Instead of trying to work the weight off, we work strategy more than anything.
So while I don't believe that Keyshawn Davis, as soon as he signed the contract, you know, he was planning on coming in overweight, I do believe that the week of the fight, he knew there was a very good chance that he wasn't going to make weight. And if that was the case, I don't understand why he didn't reach out to Del Santos' team to tell them, look, we're not going to make weight. let's go ahead, revise the contract, and agree to fight at this weight or that weight. And maybe this fight could have been saved. But like I said before, at the same time, maybe Santos, he didn't want to fight at a higher weight. But regardless, it's hard to believe that Keyshawn will ever fight at 135 again. Which means as of now, he may be a 140-pounder, which brings a lot of new challenges for Keyshawn. Because at 140, you got champions like Gary Antoine Russell, Alberto Puello, of course, Teofimo Lopez, and Richardson Hitchens. And Keyshawn against all of those champions would be extremely intriguing. So I look forward to Keyshawn's announcement when it comes to him deciding what he's going to do in the next chapter of his career.
4 pounds over the weight limit. Are you going to give it a go? Are you going to try?
Nah, I outgrew the weight. I've been making this weight for over 4 years now. I just outgrew the weight. I tried. You know, I was up late last night trying to make it. Woke up early this morning trying to make the weight. I just outgrew the weight, man. I was feeling it last time I was fighting Baranchik. Thank God that I made it. Yeah, I don't know how I felt making it, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, you were on this very same position the last time we were here in November. Now you're on the other end. So safe to say this will be your last fight at 135 pounds?
I mean, I was 4 pounds over. Bro was like 7 pounds over. That's like damn near 10, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't reach the next weight class, you know what I'm saying? So the show still is going to go on for sure. But, you know, we just got to handle business.
Up to 140 after this, or are you still going to try 135?
Well, honestly, I was going to 140 after this anyways, honestly. So it was like, hey, whatever, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.